Hey everyone, I am Bill.
Hello, Seabass.
He's back. So this is a very special occasion.
Yes.
About a year ago, I knocked on your door and asked if you'd heard the good news and all. Ultimately turned you into a nerd. You're in my D&D campaign now.
Yes.
But you bought your own models.
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you get into?
Demons of Khorne.
Mm-hmm.
Tried them out, see how they work out.
And that's what we're going to see tonight. So you've brought your own models over. You're not using one of my house armies for the first time. Yeah. And I'm excited. I've never played against Chaos Demons before in either game. So, yeah. I have a low model count army. You have no shooting.
None.
Pure melee.
Yes.
All can ambush. So
yes.
This is going to be a really interesting game, I think. We're also doing the current version 2.2 of the core rules for Grimdark Future. So there's some substantial changes there from the previous version. Yeah. Anything else to say?
No.
Okay, let's go see the armies. Home team first, 2,665 points of Battle Brothers. First up are the captains. There are two of them in this army, assault rifles and close combat weapons, and each of them has been given advanced tactics. 70 points, pretty much a no-brainer, you gotta take it, so that his unit is gonna get +1 to hit. Hitting on twos, huge deal. 2 units of Battle Brothers with 10 models each. 8 of them have assault rifles, 1 has a missile launcher, and 1 has a heavy machine gun. And each of these will be paired with a captain. Unit of 5 Support Brothers with the standard heavy flamethrowers. Range is 12, but we're going against the melee army here, so the intent is if anybody gets up close, they will be flambéed. 1 Attack Walker, who's been upgraded with a few weapon options, and the Veteran option, which is, again, pretty much a no-brainer to have him hitting on twos. He's got the laser cannon to take on the big stuff and a heavy flamethrower in case anything gets in close. And finally, a battle tank upgraded with laser cannons, 4 of them to be exact, and hunter missiles for good measure. Codename, the Failsafe. And now we'll take a look at the extraplanar filth that is currently inbound. 2,670 points of Wormhole Demons. First up, there are 3 Champions of War. These are each going to be grouped with some units of Blood Warriors. And they've all been given a symbol of war, so anything nearby when they activate is going to take some damage. Speaking of, there are 3 units of Blood Warriors with 10 models each, and they've all been given Command Group and Banner of War, so they're getting impact, and they're going to have an advantage at the end of every melee, with regard to morale. Another combined unit of 10 models of Bloodhounds, a little squishy with a 5-up defense, but 3 wounds apiece and 2 dice each when attacking, so this is about quantity, not quality. A Cerberus Hound, this is a hero unit, and it groups well thematically with the Bloodhound, so that's what's going to be done, so that unit will have 11 models in it. Frenzied Bite, 6 attacks at AP 1. And finally, 2 Greater Demons of War, 485 points each, living walking tanks. I'm going to shut up just for a few seconds and do some panning shots here of Seabass's fine work. That's the Wormhole Demons. They're getting ready to blink in, so let's get on with it. Here's our board for tonight. It's a sacred desert planet. A bunch of ruined shrines here, and I guess we have intel that the Wormhole Demons are coming soon. Come on over and just give a look here, since whatever side I end up is the one that the audience is going to have to see the most. Over here, big open area. So these are cosmetic. Fences are cosmetic. They don't block line of sight, and if they're in the way, we just move them out of the way. But if we end up with an objective marker in here, that could be real interesting. Someone's going to have to be out in the open. You don't want it to be you.
No, definitely not.
All right. I'm using these brand new dice from Chessex. I bought a few sets. The WA, the Wylox Armory logo, is the 6. So we're going to place D3 plus 2 objective markers on the table. It's going to be 2 plus 2 is 4 markers. Let's roll off. See who's going to place the first one. That's a 3 for me. And a 2 for you. I'll place the first one. Objectives are down. Let's see what happens. So 1 is up here in the middle of this shrine. There's 1 up here on the top of this shrine. Those are the 2 that I placed. You put the ones on the ground and in cover, which favors you. So there's 1 in there and another one way over here. All right, we're going to roll off to see who's going to pick which side and deploy first. It's a 4 for me, It's a 6 for you, the Wylock's armory symbol. So which side will you take?
I'm gonna take my favorite side, this side.
Demons will take that side. Okay, deployment is done. So tremors in the ether, but nothing more. We have reports that something's gonna blink in soon, but nothing has. You have ambushed your entire army.
Yes.
Okay. So over here, I've got these guys claiming this marker. The support brothers all have flamethrowers. Those are 6 dice each, just FYI. Fair heads up. 2 units of battle brothers. One, I'm gonna try and get up here to this one. The other one will book it over there. And this guy ready to go out onto the street and cause some havoc wherever it might be needed. So deployment is done, and we go to the top of round 1. Oh, and a quick reminder, so the version 2.2 rules, markers work very differently. You seize a marker only at the end of the round. That's the only time you check for ownership. If you have models within 3 inches and the enemy has none, then you seize it. You can't lose it until the end of the next round. So even if it seems to change hands in the next round, it doesn't until the end. Very important distinction. And at the end of round 4, whoever controls the most will win the game. So that's the end of round 1. I've done all my movement, and that's it. Walk through what I've done. The support brothers have spread out, taken to windows here to keep on guard. This guy here is making blocking pretty much everything but the last bit of this corner for a 12-inch bubble for your ambush. The attack walker moved out here just to get a line on everything going on. Over here, these guys rushed up a full 12 inches, every last bit of it, to claim that marker. The other unit hopped through here, and they're making their way up to that marker. And lastly, the battle tank just rolled on out to have options as needed. Nothing to shoot at, nothing to charge, so that's the end of round 1. Let's go to round 2. Okay, blinked, and a whole lot of hell just came onto the field. So over here, we've got a Greater Demon of War. You've got a 10-pack of hounds plus a Cerberus hound.
Yes.
Grouped with him. And over here, another Greater Demon of War. 2 units of Blood Warriors trying to converge and storm their way up here. And you've kept 1 unit in reserve, another unit of Blood Warriors.
Yes.
Each of your 3 units of Blood Warriors grouped with a Champion of War. Okay, got it. Last round, you had no units, so you finished activating first, which means you get to go first in this round.
Yes.
Top of 2. Surprise, surprise, want to block that from happening. So the hounds are going to charge in on this unit of Battle Brothers. Oh my. Oh my, not good. Alright, let's see what happens. 11 Furious checks coming up first. 11 Furious checks coming in. Quality check of 3. Ooh, and a very poor roll. Alright, I'm going to make these. These are standard saves on 2s. All saved. 2 dice each. Let's have it. 3s to hit. Whoa! And these Chess X dice not off to a hot start. Saving on 2s. 1 gets through. 1 soldier dies. What else you got?
Next is the Cerberus hound that is with them.
Cerberus hound, 6 dice, AP 1, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Wow.
2. 2.
Everyone who comes to this house. Alright, AP 1, so I'm saving on 3s. Both save. Alright, so I had 1 soldier die. Fear, your hounds have fear. My Marines have fearless, so it's +1 to my check, so I just need 2s. And it fails, so I'm going to have -1 to my attack rolls here. I am striking back. Everything is within range to strike back, so we'll do that. Oh, that's right. I had 1 casualty. Hitting back, 10 close combat weapons. These are on 2s due to the veteran. Wow. Fairly decent.
3.
All right. 3 get through. So 3 hounds die. Okay, 3 have died. I did more wounds, so we need a morale check for the hounds. Okay, morale failed. So, that looked like a slaughter inbound, but it ended up not being too bad. Alright, so they are unfortunately pinned. So we're going to come on down the street over to here. The tank is going to Tokyo drift this way a little bit to be outside that 12-inch charge range, but now we will unload everything. So first up is 4 laser cannons into the Greater Demon of War. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 misses, 2 hits. These are at armor piercing 4.
Defense of 2.
Okay, saving on 6s.
Nope.
Alright, deadly 3 each, so that's 6 total damage. And then the Hunter missiles. Ooh, that's a hit. And this is armor piercing 3. So saving on 5. This is also going to be deadly 3. If it goes through. Oh, that's
6.
a 6 saved. Alright, so he's down to half of his life, which means we need a morale check. I think it's a 2 up. Morale's good. Doing a full rush to hopefully get there next turn. Over here, these support brothers are feeling frisky. They're going to drop down, move their 6 inches to get their 12-inch flamethrowers within range over here. Okay, that's done. And now they will bathe you in holy fire. This is 30 dice. No captain, and they're not veterans, so we're hitting on 3s. Those saves at armor piercing 1. Alright, charcoal briquette. This whole unit toasted, wiped completely. Alright, well done, boys. This Greater Demon of War hopped over here is full 12 inches. This walker, are you within 6 inches? Key note, you did get within 6 inches, which means if I want to shoot, I can't move more than 6 inches, so I'll be within your charge range in your next turn. So I've got to decide between the two. I would rather use him to do some shooting. This walker is a veteran walker, so he's hitting on 2s instead of 3s. First up is the twin laser cannon. That's 2 hits, armor piercing 4, defending on 6s. Oh, alright. Those are deadly 3, so that's 6 damage on him.
So.
And then we have heavy flamethrower, another one of those. A heavy flamethrower, 1 miss, so 5 hits at armor piercing 1.
And 2 go through.
2 go through, so he's down to 4 wounds left, and we need a morale check. 2, morale is good. Okay. Coming on over to here. These guys are the only ones left, and they're gonna rush, I assume. 12 and get close for a charge next turn.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So that is done, and now my 2 units of Battle Brothers need to do stuff. Interestingly, now most of them can't see that unit down there, since you've moved under. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that like only this back row might be able to. Okay, this unit at the top, checking all of the different line of sights. So the back row can't see the hounds down there, but the missile launcher and the heavy machine gun can both see that Greater Demon. Let the camera focus. That Greater Demon and that one, and they're within range. So I gotta figure out where I'm firing there. So that's what they're gonna do. These back 3 will fire down into this unit, and the front row is all gonna fire down into the hounds. Yeah, so as we were looking at this, I just realized, I was like, dude, these are really squishy, but oh, they have 3 wounds each, so you're bringing 2 of them back. Yes, okay. The hounds have 3 wounds each. Only 1 of them actually died. Okay, back to business up here. Right, heavy machine gun and missile launcher going into this Greater Demon over here. First up, the heavy machine gun, hitting on 2s. Those are all hits. This is armor piercing 1.
Defense of 2, so saving on 3s.
All good. And then we have the missile launcher firing the AT version. That's a hit, armor piercing 3.
Saving on 5s.
Yep. I'll give it to you. You're the guest, so I'm going to give it to you. All right,
perfect.
Save,
Thanks.
So nothing going on him. 3 assault rifles firing down, hitting on 2s. Okay, that's 2 hits. All right, 2 Blood Warriors die.
Yep.
And then the front row, 6 assault rifles going down into the hounds. Okay, 5 hits, no armor piercing. 3 saves, 2 go through.
So
All right.
1 is on 1 health.
One of them will go down to 1 health. All right. Not great for them. This unit down in here, I can't get the camera down there, but the missile launcher and the heavy machine gun can see him, but he's mostly obscured, so I think that they would have cover. So instead, what they're going to do is fire downrange into that lord over there. First up, the heavy machine gun on 2s. 3 hits, armor piercing 1. 1 gets through. That's just a damage. So now he's down to 3 life. And then we have the missile launcher, the AT version. That's a hit, armor piercing 3. Saving on a 5 for his life. And it's cocked. Reroll. Let's get off the road.
I'll put it over here.
Alright. A 4, alright. Deadly 3, which is gonna finish him off. Kaboom. And I should have declared this before, I hope it was obvious. The assault rifles are firing on the hounds. So that's 8 dice. Hitting on 2s. No armor piercing.
And saving on 5.
Whoa. Alright.
So 2.
So 1 dies, another 1 dies, and 1 is left with 2 life. Okay, let's look at where we're at with the end of round 2 over here. Took out that Greater Demon Lord, so I pretty much control this objective. It's not looking good for that one. Probably a lost cause for you. Over here, this unit, highly ineffective, and about to get swarmed. Down here, they're surrounded. Gonna have to find a way to get around, assuming I have survivors next turn. And over here, this could get very interesting. So who finished activating first? You finished, which means you're gonna get to go first. So you ready for the top of round 3?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go to top of 3. Okay, Greater Demon Lord coming in to slice up this tank. First we'll do the Furious check. All right, that's more fun. We're gonna add that to the Impact 6. So I've got 7 normal saves to make. This is on 2s. 1 gets through, so I'm down to 11 life. Now we do the attacks proper. Axe coming down, hitting on 2s. 6 dice. All right.
I'll reroll.
Oh, that's good. Got 1 miss though. 5 of them. At AP2, saving on 4s. So 2 of them get through, which means I'm down to 9 life left. Never mind, the battle tank does not have a close combat weapon or a crew. So there's going to be no hit back, so that's a morale check now. So you got a hope here if you can pin me. Let's see, you did more wounds. 3, good to go. Sliding over a bit just to draw you out in the open for later, and then we're assuming you survive. So first up, 4 laser cannons hitting on 3s. 3 hits at AP 4. All right. Goodbye. Toasted. Spent your activation unpinning the hounds, and now these Battle Brothers are going to try and swing around and get as much progress as they can that way. And they've done that. They've rushed over to there, so they're done, which just leaves this unit of Battle Brothers up here. This unit here is wants to charge this unit. We've had a discussion about how to handle this. We feel that in spirit, it would really suck if they couldn't do what they're meant to do. I mean, they could scramble up the walls and stuff. So what we've decided to do is, you clearly have the range, so anything you want to be in melee can be, but also I'll be allowed to strike back with everything if I want to. Fair enough?
Yes, fair enough.
Okay. So here, Seabass is setting them up. As many as will fit on top, and the rest we'll put there, but we'll consider them all melee. Again, house rule here. Golden rule at the top of the page. It says, some doesn't make sense, do what makes sense. So this is what we're doing. Okay, and we forgot, the hero was activated, this Champion of War right here. So we need to do the Symbol of War. So go ahead and roll, because my unit was within 12 inches. So on a 4-up, which that is, what happens?
It takes D6 automatic hit with AP2.
All right. 5 hits with AP2. 4s. 2 of them get through, so 2 soldiers die right off the bat. And also, this unit has Banner of War, so the unit gets Impact 1. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units coming in, so that's 9 impacts. We're going to do the Furious checks. Quality of 3. So we got those, plus we've got your impacts, right? So
Yes.
the unit has Impact 1 thanks to Banner of War, so that's 9 more. So I have to make all of these saves. These are just plain though, so ones will be casualties. 1 casualty. Now the weapons proper, these are all AP 1, so we're grouping in the champion. We got 11 total dice, hitting on 3s at AP 1. Saving on 3s. Whoa, whoa! All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more die. You know what? This might actually end up being a game. Punching back with what's left. First, a fear check. That's a 1. Okay, so these are hitting at -1, so it's on 3s. But all 3 still hit. No armor piercing.
Saving on 6s.
Saving on 6s. Okay.
3 go down.
3 Blood Warriors die. You caused more wounds, so I will take a morale check. That's a 6. Alright, morale's good. And now we're pissed. So, they're going to fire right into your face. First, the captain and his little assault rifle. That's a 1. Okay, I'm glad I wasted it on that. That's fine, because now we're going to fire the missile launcher. This will be the HE version. That's 2, so that hits. Blast 3, so it becomes 3 hits. And 3 saves with no armor piercing.
Saving on 6s.
Okay.
1
save, 2 die. And then we have the heavy machine gun. That's 3 hits at AP 1. 6 is always a success. No 6s, 3 more, so a total of 5 wounds. All right. 5 models going away, and that unit is way less than half, so we need a morale check. And now you actually get to use the, since the only one left is the champion, you get to use his quality, which I think was the same anyway.
Yeah, quality 3.
Okay. Morale is good. He's not pinned. Darn it. All that's left are these flamethrowers, so they're just gonna sort of hop back in the building there. That's done. And now this attack walker will move up his 6 inches and might as well fire laser cannons downrange into these hounds. Hitting on 2s because he's a veteran walker. That is 1 hit at AP 4 for the hounds.
Saving on 6s.
Nope, deadly 3. So that kills a hound.
Well, yeah, kills a hound and then puts a...
No. So that's 1 wound that goes on the model, and then it blossoms into 3. So he's got 2 left. 1 of them is going to go to waste. That's how deadly works. As opposed to a blast weapon, which multiplies the hits. This multiplies the damage taken by a single hit. End of round 3, and where are we at? I've got this marker down here. I've got this one here. Are you within, is that champion within 3 inches? Wow, it is really close. We're just gonna say yes. So he's currently contesting it. So here we are at the end of 3, and I don't currently control this. If he can somehow survive 1 more round, you're gonna contest this and I won't get it. I don't have that one, and no one's got that one over there. So right now it's 1-0 for me. And are you ready for the top of 4?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to it. Final unit of Blood Warriors, ambushing them in more than 12 inches away. Good to go. So you are probably going to get that marker because you flooded around it. And I don't think there's any way mathematically that I can get the tank within 3 inches of the marker. You've surrounded it in there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Seabass finished first, so he's going first. And the hounds are going to charge through this crack here and engage that unit again. Okay, they've gone in there. Furious checks first.
3s.
Okay. Saving on 2s. 1 gets through, so 1 Marine dies. Gnashing 12 dice. Saving on 2s. 1 more gets through. Cerberus Hound, 6 dice.
3s.
Saving on 3s. Whoa, 1, 2, 3 more die. 4 left plus their captain. Checking for fear, so that's quality. 2 is good to go because they have fearless, so it's +1. That's met. And now we have 5 hitting back on 2s. 4 hits, no armor piercing. 3 wounds.
1 goes down.
1 goes down. So I'm going to take a morale check. Oh no! It's a 1. It's a 1. All right, can you get me a pinned token, please?
I can. I will graciously
Go ahead, put it next to the captain so he can wear it as a badge of shame. Yes, the pinned token. Oh, that is supremely disappointing. Wow. All right. Up here, let's go ahead and simplify this equation. First, his assault rifle, hitting on a 2. That's a hit, no armor piercing. Saving on a 5. Nope, so that's 1 wound. How many's he got?
3.
3. Okay, gotta do 2 more. So here's the heavy machine gun. All hits, AP 1, saving on 6s. Should do the trick.
Yep.
And that does the trick. Goodbye, objective mine. This unit's done. Back to you. You're keeping this unit idle. They're not doing anything. They're just going to claim that. This tank could fire into them, but mathematically cannot wipe them out. Same for the hounds, not that it would matter. And over here, my guys can't do anything either. So, effectively, that's it. So, I've got this one. I've got this one. No one has that one. And you've got that one, which means 2-1 for the Battle Brothers. Good game.
Same to you.
All right. So, you had mentioned something mid-game off camera about fundamentally what to do with demons. What was it?
Playing with the demons, there's the no first blood or slay the warlord, so it makes it a little more difficult with an army that is mostly melee. It makes it hard against a firing army.
Yeah. So this wasn't the most exciting game. It's only, what was this, an hour?
I think so.
Yeah, and it was fairly low points, but even so, it was ultimate shooters versus ultimate melee, and I think that ambushing everything was still the right move. You would have gotten shot off the board earlier. Yeah. So it is my humble opinion that there could be some redesign to the Demons army. You know, that the game, it takes inspiration from a particularly well-known other franchise. I don't think that much rigor was put into the Demons list. You've only got like 5 or 6 for the brand of demons that you take, right? The ones of war.
Yes.
And yeah, but anyway, once you finally did get in, I mean, they carve things up. The Furious and Impact, that's awesome. I'm surprised by the 5-up and 6-up defense. That seems a bit squishy to me for demons. I would expect that more from like the Tau Coalition or the High Elves. So, patrons get the point calculation system. You know, we could make our own sect of demons. You know, that's the vision. I love your models. Awesome.
Thank you.
For a first timer and in general, you know, they I don't know if you know this, but they have what people say is tabletop standard and like competition standard, and you know the gamut in between. I think yours are absolutely at tabletop standard, if not slightly above.
Thank you.
Same as mine. You know.
Yes.
Neither of us are pros.
No, and there's still other ones that if we do go with a point value style, there are other units that I have from my army that can
the
get
soul grinder
that have a little.
Let's just say it. The soul grinder. You got to get your soul grinder in. Yep. We were gonna proxy it for something, but it would have been weak sauce. Yeah. Remember, all this terrain has been made before on the channel. There's tutorials for all of this. Just search the backlog. So I guess to sum it up, good learning experience here. Not the most epic game, but learned a little more about the game. Victory conditions. We need more interesting victory conditions. Fundamentally, the disparity in the army lists, I think, is moot if we have more interesting victory conditions. We did this vanilla, totally by the book with the 4 markers, and I get that the objective is simplicity and everything, you know, but it sure wasn't as interesting as when we do those homebrewed splicing on the cards that we've done in past battle reports. So
yes.
For this one, with the first game with the new version 2.2 rules, wanted to do it right and show it and learn it, but now I'm ready to branch out and try some alternate victory conditions next time. So, you want to call it a night?
Sure.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. I'm Wylock. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.